Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Natasha if it is your first time here. Today's video I am doing this look, playing with, using, reviewing the new Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. I am so excited about this collection. I got all of the brushes, I got the lips, I got the palette. Like I said, that's what we're doing. If you're interested in this video, just keep watching.
Now close your eyes.
Alright, let's dive into this box here. I have only cut the tape. I haven't actually opened it up and looked inside of it. So Lunar Beauty is an influencer owned brand. It is owned and ran, and I think everything is done by Manny MUA. If you don't know who Manny MUA is, he is like a huge beauty boy, beauty influencer. He is, I think, honestly one of like the biggest beauty people on YouTube, and this is his brand. Now, I have tried one product from Lunar Beauty before. This is not their first collection. I think this is like their third or fourth collection. Actually, last year, let me see if I can find the palette. So this palette right here, this is the Moon Spell palette, and I mean, just look at how gorgeous the packaging is. I actually bought this last year for Christmas for my sister-in-law, and I bought it pretty early in the year, and I kind of just like put it away, didn't think about it, and like a week before Christmas I was wrapping all the presents, and I was like, you know, I should open it just to look at it, you know, just to look at the inside, and I didn't realize that the one I bought, some of the shadows had broken during shipping, and it literally had just been sitting like in a closet in my house, so it was too far past like return policy, so I had to buy another one online and get like quick shipping, so I actually kept this one for myself. Now, I have used this quite a few times. It's not exactly like I don't use a lot of purples, so I don't use it very often, but I do really like the formulation of these shadows when I have used it, and one thing that I do just love about Lunar Beauty is the attention to detail in the packaging, the components that everything is in. From what I've seen just in person with this and what I've seen online with like other collections are so gorgeous. So when I saw this collection online, I was really, really excited, so let's just open her up. Here we go. Cute. So we just have the Lunar Beauty logo here, and let's just dive into it here. Some bubble wrap. That was probably so loud. Okay, so in this collection there is an eyeshadow palette, a liquid lipstick, a lip gloss, and a brush set, and I believe this is the first time that this brand has come out with brushes. So let's open this. I did buy everything in a bundle. I was looking on the website earlier today, and I don't think they are still doing a bundle where you get everything for like a super cheap price. I believe I got everything for like $90, which is really cheap, but in general, the brush collection is $35, and you get 7 brushes, and that is such a good deal for brushes. Now, I don't know the quality yet, but really good deal for brushes. So you get this little case here. I'm not a huge fan of brushes or products coming in cases like this, just because like I did Ipsy for a few years, so I have a bunch of little bags like this, and like a lot of just products come with their own little bag, and myself personally, I don't really use it. I have different, you know, cases and bags I use for stuff, and I try as hard as I can to use as many of these little bags, but it just ends up being kind of wasteful because, you know, I already have a bunch, but it is a cute little detail. This is actually a really, really huge bag. I did watch Manny's video, and he was talking about how he wanted this bag specifically to be really big. So let's pull out the brushes right away. Super cute looking. So we got the 7 brushes here. Let me take them out of the plastic. Now, this collection did take a little bit longer to get to me, and the reason for that is, and I will give props to Manny and to the Lunar Beauty team, they were very open and transparent with this. When I bought the full bundle, because I got the brushes with the bundle, the brushes actually haven't made it through customs yet, and so I had to wait a little bit longer for the brushes to come through customs in order to get my whole order to me, which I was totally fine waiting with, and I'm especially fine waiting with that when a company is really like open and transparent. Like they're not just like, it's coming, like they're telling you, you know, like this is the reason why it's going to be a little late. So let me line up the brushes here. So we have all 7 brushes. I actually really like the design of this brush here. You have that really pretty white to black ombre, and then you have the brush number on this side here. So let's just go through all of them by number and get them organized correctly. Okay, so the first one we have here is LBE1, which stands for Lunar Beauty I1, and you have just a basic blending brush here. The brushes feel really, really nice, really soft. They are actually pretty dense too. He said in his video explaining about this that these brushes are cruelty-free and they are synthetic bristles. They aren't natural hair bristles, but they are crimped in a way to make them perform or feel as if they are a natural brush bristle. Now, I have a lot of makeup brushes. I have some that are natural. I have some that are synthetic. Honestly, I've never really felt a huge difference between natural and synthetic. The only difference I really see is when it comes to washing them. Natural brushes tend to dry out a little bit faster or get a little bit more frizzier, when synthetic brushes tend to hold their shape more and be a little bit softer. So then we have, next, we have LBE2. Now this brush I think I'm gonna really like. It has a similar shape to it, to like a MAC 217 brush, or a Morphe, I believe 242 is what it's called. I really like that shape for a brush. We have LBE3, which is just a smaller, more defined blending brush. LBE4, which is a flat packing brush. LBE5, which is a little bit more of a denser packing brush. I would say this is used better for like kind of smoking out and packing on product. LBE6, which is a really small pencil style brush. And then lastly, we have LBE7, which a brush like this I love using for like the inner corner, the brow bone, the under eye. Cute. Okay. I'm actually really, really excited to try these. I love getting new makeup brushes. They feel really nice. They have a nice weight to them. For being $35 for all these brushes, so about $5-6 per brush, such a good deal. Seriously, seriously, such a good deal, especially since makeup brushes, I would consider Lunar Beauty a higher end brand because of the prices, and these brushes are so cheap and affordable. I hope they perform really well, and I hope they wash really well, so I'm excited to use those. Oh, I didn't even notice this little card in the box. So cute, so into the theme, and then on the back here you have all of the information about each of the products. So next, let's just dive into this. We have the 2 lip products. We have this one right here in the Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Zaya. I really like the packaging. It has a cool kind of like crystal-y vibe to it. Let's open this up. Now, I did watch his video explaining the whole collection, and I guess this shade Zaya was a liquid lipstick that was released in a previous collection, but now it's coming back to be permanent. Wow, looking at this packaging right now, it's actually like so cute. I couldn't really tell what the packaging like looked at as much in the video, but you could see that it is like that ombre effect. You could see the color of the lip in the bottom, and then at the top here, there's like a little diamond in the lid. That is so cute. So I'll definitely be putting on this lip later. I don't love liquid lipsticks. Honestly, I'm way more of like a traditional tube lipstick girl. I'm way more of a gloss girl. But we got a gloss here, so that's cute. This is the Lunar Beauty lip gloss, and this is in very similar packaging. The white packaging always just washes out here. It has that same kind of crystal-y effect on here, but this is white. I believe that all of the lipsticks come in black and all of the glosses come in white. And this is in the shade Aura. Cute. Okay. So it is the same exact similar vibes. The ombre, you can see the gloss at the bottom, and then the little diamond in the top. I'm excited to try these out. I love the packaging on that. So pretty. And those lipsticks go for the lip gloss is $17 and the liquid lipstick is $18, which is pretty standard high-end prices for products like that. And then finally, we have the eyeshadow palette. So here is the Eternal Eclipse palette. I love the packaging. So cute. This retails for $48 and it is 15 shades. So let's open her up. I'm excited to see it in person. Wow. That is so gorgeous. And the moon is like pushed out. Like you could feel all the details of the crater. You could feel the details on the bottom here. Wow, that is so gorgeous. Let's look at the back real quick. You have the name of the palette. You have Manny's Instagram information. Cute. Okay, let's open her up. I hope it's not broken. I really hope it's not broken. Okay. Oof. Okay, let's get rid of this guy here. Right off the bat, huge mirror. I love that. I love the color story here. So this middle row here is all matte shades, all transition-y type shades. I love the embossing of the little moon and stars. That's so cute. And then up top here we have all shimmer shades. And on the bottom here we have a mix of metallics and mattes. Wow, this is a really, really pretty palette. It is quite large in comparison to like my face, but overall, wow, the packaging, so gorgeous. The colors, I'm really, really into the color story here. I wonder what I should do. I kind of like, I know that everyone is like doing a blue look. Like when I looked up the Lunar Beauty page or I looked up the Lunar Beauty like on YouTube, I found that everyone was kind of doing blue looks and I just did a blue look. So I think that today I'm going to focus more on like the taupey colors, the gold colors, maybe do like a fun bronze. Maybe I'll like put some blue on the lower lash line. So, so pretty. Okay, so still looking at the palette here, I really do think I want to go in with more of like a bronzy look today. Maybe throw on like one of those hot golds. This shade up here, the camera like won't even properly focus on it. That's how reflective it is. The shade, what does that say? Flare, and the shade next to it in Adamantium. First of all, I love that he named a shade Adamantium. If you are a comic book fan, if you are like a superhero fan, then you know that that is the metal that is put in Wolverine's body that kind of like takes over all of his bones and stuff. That's what makes him like super strong. That's what his claws are made of. Nerdy shit. But I love that. So let me go ahead and start by priming my eyes. I already have my eyebrows on, obviously. I am just going to prime my eyes real quick using the Fenty eyeshadow primer. I love this primer because it doesn't really change the color of my eyelids. I don't really want like a super blank slate. I want more of just a sticky base to use. And I'm going to take just a little bit of translucent powder. This is this e.l.f. Barely There powder. And I'm going to use the Lunar Beauty LBE1 brush and just set the eyelid real quick. Can't really judge a brush off of just using translucent powder, but I will say it does feel really soft. And it is very... I don't think pliable is the right word in this instance, but it is very like bendy. Okay. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't been really excited about a makeup collection in a while. Okay. So dive into this bad boy here. I think what I want to do just to get started here is I'm going to take this shade in Dust. And I'm also going to take this shade right here in Sandstorm and start building up my crease with that. And I'm going to go in with the LBE2 brush, which let me grab. This is the Morphe M433, which is a brush I use a lot for crease work. Now my Morphe brush is a little old and frayed out, but you can see here that they do have very similar shapes to them. So going in with that LBE2 brush, like I said, in the shades Dusk and Sandstorm. I like almost don't want to use these because I really love the embossing on there and I don't want to mess that up. Okay. I'm so happy this has a giant mirror to it. And let's just start building up the crease. Hello? Okay, so I got a phone call that I had to take and I finished up my crease work. Very pretty. It's just a crease transition shade, you know, so I feel like you can't really judge. If you can't get a transition shade right, the rest of your eyeshadows are gonna suck, you know what I mean? But so far, so good. I like the crease, like the little buildup here. What I want to do next is I want to go into this shade right here in Summer Sky, which is a little bit more of like a rosy toned reddish brown. And I'm going to put that a little bit lower in the crease and build that up all over. So far, I will say, I am really, really liking the brush. The brushes are working really well. They're blending everything nicely. They feel really soft on my eye. There's nothing worse than like when you get an eyeshadow brush and you can feel it like scratching your eye and it like leaves your eye sore. I've definitely used brushes like that before and these are really soft. They're blending really nice. Pretty. I feel like the second I turn my head, my camera doesn't recognize my face anymore. Okay, so far all of those shadows are blending beautifully together. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is a more maroon brown shade in Earthbender. Love the name for that. And I'm going to take the Lunar Beauty E5 brush, which is that more dense packing brush, and I'm going to pack that shade all over the lid. Now this brush is a lot more stiff than the previous brushes I was using. I can tell that right off the bat. That's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to a packing brush. I'm just telling you it is a little bit stiffer. And then taking that LBE2 brush and just kind of blending out the edges of that. So really pretty red-brown shade. Let's do that with the other eye. This shade doesn't have to be super perfect, super uniform across the lid. I'm using it as a base for one of the metallic shades, and I just wanted to have like a nice deep base, so that's what we're doing. Alright, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this top metallic shade here in Desert Sky. It is a really, really beautiful, true bronzy brown shade, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. Pretty. And going back in with that LBE2 brush, not adding anything to it, and using that to start blending out the shimmer, making it look a little bit more faded. My phone is just like been ringing all day. My car's extended warranty. That's what it's gonna say. I swear I get probably 10 spam calls a day. So it used to be that I would just get spam calls from like noon to like 6 p.m. And recently I've noticed that I have been getting calls at like 6 a.m. I've been woken up by a spam call. And also I have had, like, when I work out in the morning, I wear headphones and I listen to music on my phone. And I've had recently, like in the past couple of weeks, honestly, like multiple spam calls in the morning while I'm working out, and it like interrupts my music. It's so annoying. There's no point in answering them. I have literally even like yelled at the person on the phone and been like, take me off your call list. Like, stop calling me about my car's extended warranty, okay? I don't got no goddamn warranty on my car. Stop it. Stop. Just stop. Looking good so far. I love me a good chocolatey, smoky eye. What I want to do next is take the shade right next to it in Gold Dust, and I want to put that more on the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to go in with my finger with that one as well, and this is a more like true antique gold. It has almost a little bit of an olivey green base to it. And I'm just lightly dabbing that more on the inner corner of the eye and fading it outwards. Cute. Okay, and then let's take the top shade right here in Flare. This is like a really light champagne-y gold color, and I'm going to take the LBE7 brush and I'm going to put that on the brow bone. I don't always highlight my brow bone. I feel like that's a step that I skip quite often, but I think this shade is really pretty. So. Cute. Taking the LBE1, the big blending brush here, and just kind of blending out the top edges, blending that brow bone highlight in with the rest of the shades. Pretty. Okay, so that's what I got going for the eyes so far. I'm going to hop off camera and throw on my face makeup. We'll finish up the under eye, and then we will go in with the lipsticks, and I'll give you my full thoughts. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Went ahead and did the face, and I also finished up the eyes. I know I said I was going to do it on camera, but I just went ahead and did it while I was doing my face. I took this shade here in Deep Sea, which is a deep metallic blue shade, and I buffed that out on the lower lash line, and then I just threw on some mascara. But I do want to talk about the brushes real quick. I used this one here in the LBE7 for the lower lash line, and it worked so well. It worked so nicely, but I want to take that same brush actually and do an inner corner look with this shade here in Adamantium. It is just so pretty. It's a real true silver, and I think that'll look really nice on the inner corner. So let's go ahead and add that. Wow. So reflective. That is a super metallic silver shade. Wow. Okay, so eyes are done. I'll talk about the palette in just a moment here. Let's go ahead and do the lips. So I'm going to go in with the liquid lipstick in Zaya. I haven't used a Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick before, so I'm not quite sure how they perform. Doesn't really have a smell to it. I like that it has a slanted doe foot applicator. So let's just put this on. I haven't worn a liquid lipstick in a hot minute. All right, let's do this. I love this shade. It is a really pretty kind of terracotta-y nude shade. Alright, so that is just one coat of the liquid lipstick. It hasn't completely dried down yet, but I will say that it does feel super, super lightweight, and it is a very thin formula. This is just one coat, one dip. I didn't have to dip back in, so it is really pigmented. It is starting to dry down. It doesn't feel very tight or anything like that. I really love the color. Myself personally, I'm not a huge liquid lipstick fan because I don't love matte lips. I don't love like a dry lip. I find that it makes my lips look really crusty, and that's just not my vibe. But this is pretty. It's actually really comfortable. So let's go in with the gloss. I have heard a lot of really good things about Lunar Beauty glosses, so I am really excited to try this. Doesn't really have a smell. The doe foot on this is different. It's just a classic flat gloss doe foot. That's nice. Feels really, really nice. It doesn't feel sticky at all. Not getting those weird, you know, lines in the gloss. Ooh. Yeah, I really like this gloss. Super comfortable. Okay, so now let's just quickly go over all the products. We'll start with the lips because I just did the lip. Really, really like the gloss. Super comfortable. I can't really talk about how much it wears, seeing as I've had it on for like 2 minutes so far, but it is really comfortable. It applies really nicely. It's not sticky. It's not kind of bleeding or doing anything weird about that. So I like the gloss. I also did like the liquid lipstick. Now I did put a gloss on top of it, so I can't really speak to if it's like super dry or super tight or how long it really lasts. Like I said, I don't love liquid lipsticks. That's like not really my vibe, but I do love the color. It was very pigmented. It was very easy to put on. It's not bleeding. It's not doing anything weird like that, so I am happy about that. The eyeshadow palette. First of all, the packaging is just phenomenal. The packaging really is just out of this world. I love the packaging so much. And opening it up, love, love, love how big this mirror is. I really, really enjoyed this eyeshadow palette. There wasn't a lot of fallout from any of the shades. There wasn't that much kickback. I will say though, you can tell with this adamantium shade, there is quite a bit of glittery kickback all over the palette from that. That doesn't bug me too bad, but it could in the future if it starts to get really messy. All of the eyeshadows performed extremely well. They blended out really nicely. They have really good pigment. I love the reflectiveness of the metallic-y, shimmery shades. Super, super pretty. Really, really happy with this palette. I know that this palette is kind of a color story that we have seen before in a lot of palettes, but this is kind of the first palette, I believe, in the Lunar Beauty line that is more of a neutrally bronzy, neutral style palette. So I am really, really happy with this. I really like it. And then lastly, we have the brushes. Do I have them all right here? Yes, I used 5 of the 7 brushes, and I loved them. I loved all of these brushes. I think $35 for 7 brushes is such a good deal. This is really all of the style of brushes you would need for like any eye look. I've never used an eye look where I needed more than this. You know, like this gets you what you need, this in your fingers, and you're good. So I definitely recommend checking out the brushes. I believe that everything is still on stock on the Lunar Beauty website, so I will link the website down below in the description box, as well as I will link Manny and all of his social media platforms. But overall, I will say I am really, really happy with this collection. It was the first collection in a while that I found myself really excited about. Like when I saw it online, the packaging honestly is what really did it for me, and I'm so happy with how everything performed and how everything looks. This is definitely way more makeup than I was envisioning myself wearing today, but it's cute. I like it. I'm really excited to keep using it. I am so excited about these brushes. I'm so excited to keep using these. I will let you know. I'm going to wash these tonight because I need to wash all my makeup brushes, honestly, and I will let you know in the description box how these dried and how they were with washing, if they frayed out or if any hairs got weird. I will keep you updated on that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this collection, what you think about Lunar Beauty, what you think about this look. Let me know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. I post here every Tuesday and Friday. And for the month of December, I'm posting every Saturday as well. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.